Okay, so you've purchased an RF camera. Let's say you got the Canon R5, for example. And now you've got to make a decision on either getting all new lenses, RF lenses, or you need an adapter to make your old EF lenses work with the RF cameras. Now, Canon has given you two choices, and I'm going to help you decide which of those choices is best for you. So without any further ado, let's roll the intro. So when you get one of the Canon mirrorless cameras that has the RF lenses, you either need to get all new RF lenses or you need to get an adapter to make your EF lenses work with this camera. And they've got this basic adapter here that is just kind of like it says. It's going to make your old EF lens fit onto the RF camera. It doesn't do anything else, makes the lens a tiny bit longer, but doesn't really do much beyond that. And it is certainly the easiest solution. However, if you know anything about the Canon lenses, you know that the new RF lenses have an extra feature, and it's the control ring. Basically, what this will do is the lens has this ring on it that rotates either way. And you can set this for whatever you want. You can make it change your ISO, it can change the aperture, whole number of things that you can assign it to and make it control that and give you the ability, for example, if you change your aperture a lot while you're shooting, instead of having to go to the back of the camera and change it, you can just slowly change the aperture using the control ring, and it's kind of a cool feature. Now, this adapter is going to cost you more than the plain one. I'll put the two prices on here. Not a huge difference in price, but certainly enough that you've got to decide whether or not you need that ring or not. Now, personally, I went with just the regular adapter for a couple of reasons. One, when I bought my camera, they didn't have any of the more advanced ones available for sale, so I just went with what they had. And I haven't really missed it, but I'm not really one that would use that ring. I've got a couple of RF lenses already, and I really don't ever use that control ring on them just because it's not part of my shooting workflow. But I can see where it would be a huge help if that was the type thing that you like to have access to, readily right there on the lens. By the way, on a totally unrelated note, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and make sure you ring the bell so that you get updates when I do new videos. And hit a like if this is helping you. It really does help the channel and I appreciate it. But when you're making your decision on which adapter to go with, I think it just depends on whether you think you want that extra control with that ring on the lens or not. If you think that's a cool feature and something you would use, it's absolutely worth the extra money to go ahead and get that adapter. If that doesn't sound like something you would use, go ahead and just go with the basic one. They're both really good. You might actually want to have multiple ones, just so you're not constantly having to switch between the lenses and things like that. So it's certainly not a bad idea to have one of each, but that's the big difference between the two, and you just need to decide whether it's worth it for you to have that extra feature or not. But I hope that helps, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.